Hello, my name is Kevin Cotter, here today to give a persuasive speech on why we should go solar for our energy needs. So, just a quick fact, and I found this on the website, Renewables increasingly beat even cheapest coal competitors on cost. It was published in 2020. Replacing the costless 500 gigawatt of coal with solar PV and onshore wind next year would cut power system costs by up to 23 billion US dollars every year and reduce the annual emissions by around 1.8 gigatons of carbon dioxide, equivalent to 5% of the total global CO2 emissions in 2019 alone. So just that right there is a major benefit by helping us control our greenhouse gas emissions. And in this presentation, I'll tell you the difference between using coal or fossil fuels and solar, the impact solar can have, and there's also profitability for solar as an individual homeowner. So the differences between fossil and solar is with fossil fuels, you have extra costs associated with it. They may seem pretty low, but you have to take into account what it costs to transport them, what it costs to extract, like natural gas from the earth. You have to mine coal. That's all added cost. As where solar panels, you really only have, you make the panel, you bring it out, set up, install at your home, run the electrical line, and have a battery to store the excess power in. And it's virtually limitless compared to our fossil fuels because they're on a limited supply. And it is estimated that we have our natural gas reserves could last about 90 years, and coal is about 300 years. So here's a graph of the cost of them. So solar is this yellow line right here, and coal is this black line right here. So in 2020, they're already about $30 difference per megawatt hour, and it goes all the way up to 2050, and we still see we go to about $40 per megawatt hour difference. So if we go solar, we can have an energy independence. We don't have to rely on utility companies to supply our power to us because the panels can be placed right at the home site. So you bypass the utility company altogether. You don't deplete your natural resources, and you can actually raise your property value by installing alternative solar systems onto your home. So, and here's another solar releases about 5 tons of carbon emissions, as where coal releases about 820 tons of carbon emissions. So the profitability of it is if you have a at-home solar system, you can tie into the main power grid and sell your excess energy back to the power company, which will make you a profit off of it. And there are also government incentives to installing them that will help you install them by giving you rebates on your tax returns. And for an average monthly bill of $120, a person can save $28,395 over 30 years. And that number goes up exponentially the higher your average bill is. So here's that same chart. So 120 for a utility company, you'll get a little over 58,000. For a solar energy, you're a little over 29,000 with a savings of 28,000. So now you know a little bit more about solar, what's the differences in them, ways you can profit off of them. and some of the impacts of them. So now, going forward, this would be the route everyone would need to go, especially with the impacts of carbon emissions on the ozone layer and everything. So we need a greener solution to the world we live in today. And that's all.